Mauve makeup is one of the hottest trends for fall 2019, and I've got a mauve makeup tutorial for autumn for you coming up next. Hey there and welcome to Real Chicks TV. I'm your Real Chick Carla, and this is your home for all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle, makeup, skincare, and all those girly things for the woman over 40. If that's you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you will never miss one of my videos. And I am so excited because this video is kicking off a major collab that is going to last from October all the way to New Year's. Yes, I'm going to be collabing with amazing women on YouTube, and we are going to be bringing you looks and makeup tutorials for the seasons. And we're starting, of course, with the fall season, then we're going to go into the Thanksgiving season, then we're going to go into the Christmas, and then on up into the New Year season. So I'm going to be partnering with many wonderful women on YouTube. I'm going to create a playlist and put it in the description box below. Always check out the description box. And I'll have that, and every week it will be updated so that you can see who has participated so far. And at the end of everything, you'll have the complete playlist that you can save and go back to and refer to for all of your tutorials. To kick off this wonderful season, I am collabing with my dear friend Audrey Aiken. Audrey has an amazing channel. She's a former esthetician, and she brings you incredible tips on skincare, makeup. She has hooded eyes like I do, so she does wonderful hooded eye tutorials. She really knows her stuff when it comes to makeup, but more than that, Audrey has the most beautiful and sweet personality. She is someone who is just filled with a sweet spirit, and it just exudes from her. You're really going to enjoy watching her. It's like watching the Bob Ross of makeup. She just makes you happy watching her, and I love her to pieces. Thank you, Audrey, for collabing with me. We are going to have a lot of fun. So I am presenting for you today a fall mauve makeup look. One of the biggest trends on the runway this year is mauve makeup, and I am going to give you my version, a drugstore version, of mauve makeup for fall 2019. Let's get started. Everything we're using today has come from the drugstore, and for the sake of time and for brevity, I have already done half of my face, and I will tell you that for my foundation, I have used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. Love this foundation. And I have also used the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Stick Concealer. I love both of these for the same reason. They glide on so smoothly, they blend like a dream, and they don't crease and wrinkle and settle into those fine lines and wrinkles. They just leave a beautiful canvas. So I used those before I applied that. I used the NYX Angel Veil Primer, and to set under my eyes, I used this new under eye setting powder from e.l.f. This is not the white HD powder that they have in the square container. This is a new powder in a round container, and it's specifically called the under eye setting powder, and this is in the shade Rose. And to apply it, I used an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. Even the brushes that I use today are all from the drugstore, but we're mainly going to be using our fingers today to apply. So we're going to start with the eyes, and I have this beautiful liquid matte eyeshadow from e.l.f. And I'm not always a big fan of liquid eyeshadows, but this is a beautiful shade. It is called Blushing Rose because we're going for an all mauve look here. And this is called Blushing Rose, and it really blends out super, super nicely. This is a great eyeshadow, and you can build it as intensely as you wish. Now I'm going to start out with one coat, and using my finger, I'm just going to tap it in. Just tapping it, and because I have hooded eyes, I am taking it all the way up to my brow bone, not to the brow itself, but to the brow bone. And the great thing about this shadow is we're going to let it dry in between coats. I'm going to do about 3 coats total. By the time we finish with it, it's actually going to look like we have multiple shades on, and that we've spent an awful lot of time on this when we will really have only just spent a few minutes. You can either dot it or you can sweep it. Either way, I've tried it both ways, and it works really well either way. Now this time, I'm not only tapping it, but I'm pulling it up and making sure that it's all blended. And you can see how that's building really nicely. That color is intensifying. I'm going to do one more coat. And then we will be done with the eyes in just a matter of minutes. How simple is that? Now, if you don't have hooded eyes, you may just want to put it on your lid. But for those of us with hooded eyes, we want it to look like we have a crease. So we want to take it all the way up. And that gives us the appearance of a lift. And we want to lift everything up. No sagging. We want up, up, up. And that's it for the eyeshadow. Now we're going to move on to eyeliner. I am going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last Waterproof Pencil Eyeliner. This is in the shade Burgundy. I am loving this. It's absolutely beautiful. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, just enough glimmer. And I don't normally put eyeliner in my waterline because I do have small hooded eyes, but I'm going to this time because I think it really adds some drama and it really adds a nice bit of vampiness and sultriness to the look. So putting it in the waterline. And then lining underneath. I need to sharpen this pencil. This is a beautiful color and a really nice alternative to black, because black eyeliner can age us. It can also look very, very harsh. This gives you a glamorous look without that harsh black liner. Now I'm also going to line right along the lash line, just rubbing into the lash line to add some intensity. Right along the lash line, not making it a thick line, but just along the lash line. And then when I come to the edge, I'm going to flick it just a little bit, not really making a wing, but then once I've flicked it, I'm going to make a little triangle along the edge there. So along the lash line, coming to the edge, flick, and then make a triangle. That gives us some dimension and a little bit of intensity on the eye look. And this is such a simple eye look that you could really intensify this any way that you wanted to. If you wanted just to kind of use this as your base look, you could vamp it up any way that you so choose. But I really like the simplicity of it, especially with the monochromatic mauve tones that we're going for. I meant to do this first, but you know, things don't have to be perfect. I'm going to do a little bit on my eyebrows here. I'm going to start at the top, draw a line, fill in the bottom, draw a line along the bottom. Now, normally the inclination is to bring it down. I'm going to take it along the top too. And because I have hooded eyes, and if you have hooded eyes, instead of bringing it out down, you want to wing it out just a little bit. I mean, you don't want to have an obvious wing like you had an eyeliner wing, but instead of bringing it down when you get to the tail, you get to the tail and you just flick it out just a little bit, and that's going to give you a lift and elongate that eye and make it look larger and less hooded. Let's see if I can get these eyebrows looking like sisters. They're not twins, but they are sisters. They just need to look alike. They don't have to be perfectly the same. For the cheeks, I have two new products from Physicians Formula. I have the Dewy Blush Elixir in the Organic Wear, Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Blush Elixir. And this is in Berry Pink, or Pink Berry, I should say. And for contour, I'm actually using a bronzer, so we're going to bronze and contour at the same time. And this is the Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer with jojoba oil. That sounds nice. And this is in the shade Toffee. And I'm actually going to do that first. And I'm going to just take it and draw a line. And then with my finger, just smooth that out. Now notice I did not take it all the way down to the very, very hollows of my cheeks. That's because as we get a little bit older, things start to drop. And I want to lift this up. All right. Look how easily that just blends in. Beautifully. This is a beautiful product, new from Physicians Formula. Just picked it up this week. I will have links to all of the products that I'm using in the description box. Always check out the description box because I always have links for you, discount codes, coupons, and that kind of thing. So you always want to hit show more and open up the description box. Now, for the Elixir Dewy Blush, you do not need a whole pump. You need just a dot, and I mean the tiniest little dot that you can get out on your finger. You can always build it up, but I did a whole pump the first time I used it this week. Oh my gosh, there was blush everywhere. I could have put blush on 10 people. So you just need a little bit, and look at that pretty rosiness. That is just a beautiful color. It comes in a couple of different shades, and I picked them all up. So we're gonna just tap that. And because this has a little bit of shimmer to it, it's not glitter, but it has a little bit of sheen, we don't need any highlighter on top of it. This is going to serve as both our blush and our highlighter. And if you'll notice, I'm putting it on the very tops of the cheeks. That's again because I want to lift that up. I don't want anything dropping down. I want a lifted look. Just checking to make sure everything matches. I think I need a little bit more contour over here. Isn't that the great thing about makeup? You can just go back and fix it. It's just makeup. Now, to contour my double chin and my jawline, I am using this lovely product from e.l.f. This is a duo, and I'm going to be using the Contour Bronze side. And this is in their Aqua Beauty line. I'll have it linked for you in the description box below. I'm not using the blush because we've already used the blush. I'm using the contour side. And I'm also using an e.l.f. contour brush. Taking that, loading it up, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this double chin a little less prominent. Wish I could make it disappear, but we can make it a little less prominent. Load that brush up, come down here, and all of that fatty area, that loose area, you're just going to paint right over it. You're taking this contour shade and you are bringing it all the way down your neck, and any area where you can see the skin, where you can see the flesh coming through, you're going to paint over it and bring it down. So now I'm just kind of chiseling along the very edges of my chin, and again bringing it down. Can you see the difference that it makes? Bring it all the way down because you don't want a big brown stripe. You want to make sure it blends in. And I'm going to just do a little bit across my jawline. Now the way I do my jawline is I come across, I have a jowl here, I skip the jowl, and then I pick back up at the chin. Because when you're contouring, you want things to recede. So I don't want to put any emphasis on that jowl. So I skip that jowl altogether. And I just come down, skip over the jowl, and pick back up. Down, skip over the jowl, and pick back up. And now I'm just going to blend it down so that we can blend it in with the rest of the contour that we've done. I hope you're having a wonderful fall. I hope that the season is being good to you and that you're getting out and picking pumpkins and playing in the leaves. Of course, it's in the 90s where I am, but the leaves are changing a little bit in color. The temperature's not changing, but the leaves are changing a little bit in color. It's still fun. We had a fall festival this weekend, so that kind of got us all in the spirit. But you know what? Seasons are in your heart, not necessarily in the air. So you celebrate the season in your heart and you make it as fun as you want it to be. All right, I'm happy with that. Again, I didn't make the double chin disappear, but I did make it a little bit less noticeable. And before I put on my lash primer and my mascara, I am going to take this Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray and just give it a good spray all over my face. And if you want to know the trick to really getting a setting spray to get the most out of your setting spray, take something stiff like a piece of cardboard and fan it. Fan it till it dries, and that will really make that setting spray make your makeup last all day. We are coming down to the home stretch of our autumn fall mauve look. For mascara, I'm going to use two products. I'm going to use the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer and the Essence Lash Princess in black. I use the waterproof version. So we're just going to take this white primer and put it on first. Now I have very short stubby lashes that are so thin and so short. If you do not have the kind of lashes that I do, before you apply this, you would of course curl your lashes. That would be the time to do that. Get a nice coat on there. I like to really focus on the ends because that seems to be where I get the most lift from this product. And then I'm going to go right in with the Lash Princess Mascara. These are $5 a piece, and these are some of the best mascara products I have ever used. That lash primer is amazing, and so is this mascara. I mean, it's better than any high-end mascara that I have ever used. I also have very sensitive eyes, and it doesn't bother my sensitive eyes, which is great. And if you really wanted to kick this look up a notch, if you wanted to make it an evening look, add just some false lashes. It would be absolutely beautiful. This is a very trendy look for fall. The mauve tones are very in for fall, and those false lashes would really just take it to a whole new level. It's very fresh, it's very flirty, it's very romantic, and can you imagine the flutter of the false lashes? That would really just kick it up a notch. And of course, my hormones have decided that this would be a really good time for a hot flash. So we interrupt this program for a hot flash break. You gotta laugh. Okay, while I let the hormones do their thing and hot flash away, I'm gonna go ahead and apply our lipstick. This is by Rimmel. It is Heather Shimmer. It is 066, and I read online that this is one of Rimmel's most popular shades in the entire world, and in some countries across the world it is the most popular in those particular countries. This is Heather Shimmer by Rimmel. I'm not using a lip liner, but if you wanted a more dramatic look, you certainly could. Just choose something in the mauve rosy family. This is such a creamy, beautiful lipstick. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, so we've got very matte eyes, but we've got a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glisten in the lips, so it just complements each other so nicely. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's long lasting, it doesn't get on my teeth, it doesn't bleed or feather, and it's just a few dollars at the drugstore. Winner, winner, chicken dinner all the way around. And there's the lipstick. I'm going to go take down my hair and we'll take a look at the finished product. And here is the finished product of our fall 2019 mauve makeup look. I hope you like it. If you like this look, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because all season long, for the fall season, the holiday season, on up to New Year's, I'm going to be collabing with amazing women here on YouTube to bring you all kinds of seasonal looks. I'll create a playlist, and that playlist will be updated every single week with whoever is the newest addition doing a collab with me to do a seasonal and a holiday look for you. And I'm super excited. I've never done that before in the 2 years that I've had the channel. I've never had a constant collab for an entire season, and this is going to be so exciting. And I want to again thank Audrey Aiken. What a beautiful lady you are inside and out, Audrey. I know your look is going to be so autumnal and so gorgeous. Please check out Audrey's channel, subscribe to her channel. She is so close to 1,000 subscribers. Can we get her over the top with this collab? Let's do it. Let's get her to those 1,000 subscribers, okay? And thank you so much for watching. I'm Carla with Real Chicks TV. Again, subscribe, smash that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and smash the like button. Until next time and until our next tutorial, keep your head, heels, and standards high. Much love to you. Bye-bye.